Welcome back to the channel, everyone. James Bond 007 No Time to Die just dropped in theaters, and I'm a little bit surprised about that because, well, we all know this movie was meant to come back in April of 2020, and it has been delayed so much. Like, I kind of lost my anticipation and excitement for this movie, but you know what? It turned out to make a pretty damn good movie, so let's talk about it.
Cracked Egg Reviews.
Alright, James Bond No Time to Die. I think everyone knows the plot after seeing the trailer non-stop playing in movie theaters. You know, it's James Bond, he retired like he always does, but you know, the bad guys come after him still, and in this one there's a virus and they have to take care of that. And it's also the final Daniel Craig James Bond film after, I don't know how many of them there are. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I haven't seen very many James Bond movies. I've probably just seen Skyfall, Spectre, and this one. But hey, that doesn't mean I can't talk about No Time to Die as a non-James Bond fan, right? Alright, so we're gonna talk about some good stuff about this movie. So No Time to Die is, you know, just a fun movie, in my opinion. Like, it really... Like, I haven't seen a very fun movie in a while without being like, oh, this is boring. Like, Venom 2, 1 hour and 30 minutes, felt so boring. And Shang-Chi, I know that was meant to be fun too, but it really wasn't. It just made me laugh because of how stupid it is. But now we finally just get a normal spy movie that's, you know, fun to watch. Like, you can just go brain dead and just watch it because that's the type of movie it is. I mean... There's a lot of stuff in here that's probably not great, but you know, you just get some great moments inside of it, and especially the action inside of this movie. I gotta say, it really knocked it out of the park with the action. I was entertained all the way through the movie. Like, you want to watch just a normal action movie, you got it right here. It's just so fun to me when they finally make an action movie that has action, and decently good action, not just cutting like this, like a Marvel movie. But this movie just did it wonderfully, and I love that about this movie. Some other good things, I mean, Daniel Craig, you know, he's James Bond, he's great, of course, he's such a good actor. And then I think the character I really liked in this, but was only like a little bit of, just a tiny bit of the movie, was Ana de Armas. I think she was really fun in this movie, and I was kind of sad when they took her character out because, well, I really enjoyed her presence on screen, and that action part was probably, I'm gonna say, my favorite action sequence in the movie. I really enjoyed it. Like, I found that that part was the best. With Madeline inside this movie, they gave her a backstory that didn't feel too over the top. I mean, like, when you think about it, it's kind of like, okay, that's generic. But overall, I mean, who the hell cares? I mean, it's just trying to be a fun movie. And I support that. I think Rami Malek was a somewhat good villain. I remember Christopher Waltz in the last one not being great, and I didn't even know he was Christopher Waltz until like in this one. But with Rami Malek, he was a pretty good villain, I had to say. I kind of liked the connection between him and Madeline inside of this. Another thing that I really loved inside this movie was the 5-year gap. So you have the start of the movie, 20 minutes maybe, and then it jumps 5 years in the future. I really like that about this movie. I thought, I was not expecting that, so I just really enjoyed that. And all the little things they got to put in because it was 5 years later really sparked up the film for me. So it's just a really good action movie, I have to say. But we've talked about the good, so now it's time to talk about the bad. Alright, so the bad of No Time to Die. I gotta say, the new 007, not a big fan of her, but she did get kind of redemption by the end of the movie, so I gotta say, I enjoyed her then, but for the first 2 acts, she just felt kind of cocky and arrogant. Wasn't a really big fan of that. Another character I wasn't a big fan, but I was surprised about that, was Ray Fiennes. I really like Ray Fiennes as an actor, but in this movie he just kind of felt like kind of thrown in there for, I mean, I know he's been in there since like the start of Daniel Craig's movies, but he just kind of was pushing out orders, and then he didn't want James Bond, and then he did. Kind of weird to me. I wasn't a big fan of him, but oh well. Another bad thing, I was hoping to see more Q. I gotta say, I really like Q inside these movies, but yeah, it wasn't much of him, which was kind of sad. And the last thing I really didn't like about this movie was the runtime. My God, 2 hours and 43 minutes or whatever, however long it is. Bro, like, maybe 2 hours and 12 minutes. That's like the usual action movie runtime, not 2 hours and 40 minutes. That was so long. I was like maybe, how long? Like maybe an hour in, and I was like, oh my God, this is still going on. But hey, it kind of sped up by the end, and I really did enjoy it by the end. It was a really fun movie. So now it is time for me to give my rating for No Time to Die. I'm gonna go with an 81 out of 100. Right there is a cooked egg. Good job, No Time to Die. That's solid work. And I'm pretty surprised I like this movie as much as I did. I did not expect that to happen. Like, I wasn't expecting this movie to be as good as it was. Let's just say that. And after all the delays, I was like, oh my God, I really don't care for this movie anymore. But I'm happy to say that it's a great movie, and you guys should go check it out, bring that box office up. Alright, thanks for watching.